What's up, everybody? Well, today I'm here to do another full house cleaning to test vacuum cleaning performance. This time I thought it would feature the Hoover Elite 200. Now, it's been a while since I ever thought of thinking of doing a full house cleaning on this, and that is because I actually don't own this vacuum. This is actually owned by my place of work. And I decided to talk to the manager of giving this thing another service. If anyone remembers the full video I did on this, it's when I gave it its first service, which is just a cleanup. But this one, I ended up giving it an actual servicing. Lately, the motor started to develop a loud squeal, which later was attributed to a sign of bad motor bearings, which is a thing that happens to a lot of vacuums as they age. So I took this home, completely tore it down, cleaned it inside and out, and fully rebuilt the motor with brand new motor bearings on each side, and also serviced the brush roll, and to which I'm going to show you that. It is the single row brush roll, the white bristle one, that matter. It does have very stiff bristles. Bristles are a little bit on the worn side, but they still somehow manage to protrude out beyond the base plate, so this actually doesn't perform too terribly. It almost acts like it's not worn out at all. But that could be because since these Elite 200s never had carpet height adjustment, the head just sits on whatever level of carpet you have, and you just get constant contact with the floor, so that kind of makes sense. But I would like to point out the motor in this is its original 5-amp motor. Like I said, it's got brand new motor bearings on both sides, and also has its original, surprisingly, 9-bladed fan. Yeah, and as you can see right here, recently it's gone through a little crack here where the lower cord hook broke off. I actually found the missing piece right here, and I'm gonna have to try to find some way to fix it. I think I'm gonna attempt to either plastic weld it to it, or if I can attempt to find some acetone, which I hear that actually can melt the plastic together. So I'm gonna have to try to find some way to fix that. But for right now, this is in fully running condition. Recently greased the brush roll bearings as well, besides replacing the bearings in the motor, which was the main goal I was after with this. And also for this demonstration, like I do a lot of them, I run fresh new HEPA Type A bags to make sure this thing performs at its best. Let me go ahead and slide this guy back on. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get to full house cleaning with this thing. Alright, we're all plugged in. Because the cord is so short, I had to plug into the middle of my room just to get the vacuuming in one piece. And because it's apparently that short, I had to run a little extension cord just to get the vacuuming all in one take. Same problem I had with my Hoover convertibles. And this one is also another victim to a short cord. But that's what it gets when it's just a base model. So, other than that, let's go ahead and get started. bearings may be quieting up a little bit, but that could just be me being paranoid. But because I rebuilt this motor the same way I rebuilt all my other Elite motors. But for now, let's go ahead and analyze the carpet lines. Groom's very good. One thing I do like about this, besides it having a much more quiet tone, being a 5 amp motor, it also still has its original 9-blade fan, which those 2 extra blades definitely do help airflow out just slightly over the 7-blade. But the grooming action comes from not just even this brush roll being a single row, but also the fact that the base plate only has this single ingest bar instead of the 3 ones like some later model Elites have. If anyone remembers my Hoover runabout, the one based on the Elite 200 like this, that one actually has the 3-bar sole plate. So maybe one of these days I'll have to do a full house cleaning on it, because not only does it have the 3-bar ingest bar, but that one also has a 7-blade fan. So I'm not too sure how different that would be in terms of cleaning performance, but this one actually performs good for what it is, even with having a little bit worn down of a brush roll. So let's go ahead and continue on. And look who just showed up. At least she'll be prepared for what's coming next. just like that, full house cleaning is all complete. Using something like this just makes me love just how simple this is. With the lack of carpet height adjustment or even a headlight. This is just your pretty much Spartan example of a Hoover Elite. And now with that said, let's go ahead and see what this thing picked up. So as usual, it's about a week's worth of dirt that gets picked up. It's definitely, as usual, a lot of fibrous material from the downstairs rug. A little bit of pet hair mixed in here and there. But as usual, I'm pretty impressed with the results. This is why I believe you shouldn't let the single row of brushes fool you. I think what also attributes to the extra amount of pickup is also with the fact that the brush roll sits completely flush with the carpet, since it has no carpet height adjustment to hold the brush roll up at a predetermined height, that it just sits flush on the carpet and gets the best deep down agitation and cleaning performance. So with that said, I hope you've enjoyed this full house cleaning of the Hoover Elite 200. Be sure and stay tuned, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.